Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming to Dale Chanel's 48 World, where we do soap opera reviews. And the soap opera I'm going to be going over today is The Young and the Restless. The summary of today's episode, which aired on June 28th, Tuesday, 2016 at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, my time zone. We have Victoria puts Billy on notice. We have Lily plays hardball with Hillary. We have Kevin is preoccupied to find Victor's accomplice. We go into the first scene where Phyllis meets with Ashley about business, and Ashley thanks Phyllis for talking to Jack about letting her back into the family company and her scientific world where she goes and do business there because at first Jack wasn't hearing it about bringing her back. So kudos to Phyllis. Then we have Billy is having dinner with his baby boy Johnny at the athletic club, and they're just seeming so cute and so involved with each other. Good scene. We have Hillary runs into Jack at the club, and she's giving her thank yous to him for sticking up for her, sticking around for her, and just being there for her in general. She also wants to do something for Jack's birthday because she mentions to him in passing that he has a birthday coming up, and he's like, "Wow, you remember that?" And she said, "Yes, you remember I was your assistant at one time." He tells Hillary he don't have any plans that he know of. We go from there. We go to Luca. He's okay with being investigated with Summer now. At first, he wasn't. Summer was kind of taken back because the night before he was extremely angry with her and her family. We have Victoria. She comes into the office looking for Kevin, and she finds Luca and Summer there. And she does tell them both Travis is innocent. We go to Nicholas. Nicholas is asking Mariah why is she putting Natalie down and on the hot seat of possibly sabotaging Newman Enterprises along with that oil refinery mishap. Then we have Kevin is going over with Natalie, her whereabouts during a certain period of time through the viewing of the surveillance video footage. Kevin is definitely questioning her about this, and she is lost without an answer, meaning she's just pretty much deflecting his question. We go to commercial, we come back. We have Mariah says she has a gut feeling that Natalie is the culprit of the saboteuring of the oil refinery ridge or the hacking or whatever's going on with Newman Enterprises. And their current issues. Nicholas is also now believing what Mariah is saying, so he leaves from over Sharon's house and talking, doing small talk with them here and there and visiting Faith. He goes in to investigate, but he's going back to the Newman Enterprises and take some of these newfound possible leads to Victoria and Summer. So he leaves Sharon looking all lost and confused. Then we go to Kevin and Natalie still fussing about who this mysterious woman is. They're still at Crimson Lights doing their research and investigating on the case. Kevin gets a call from Victoria because she's looking for him and wanting to know updates from him. So he leaves Natalie, but he says he's going to get back with her about her whereabouts because he's still on that ass about that. He ain't letting her out the loop just as yet as being a suspect. We have Luca can't believe that Victoria has fallen for Travis again, and Victoria brings up to Luca that Travis said you were trash talking me, and that led to the fight and argument between both of you. So Summer's looking at Luca, and she's very surprised at that particular news. Hillary and Jack are still talking about his birthday party and not having plans that he knows of, and then Jack excuses himself so that he can go spend some time with his nephew and his brother at the athletic club. Hillary goes into a birthday planning mode when Lily walks up, surprises her, and yanks her phone from her ear, looking disgusted at Hillary. I mean, she ain't even really got no divorce papers drawn up or she just separated from Devon. And here she is fawning all over Jack. Like, not yet. Yeah, they separated right now. We're doing a sidebar with my daughter. She always interrupt me when I'm taping. But we'll move on. Then we go to Phyllis is telling Ashley no, she has not forgotten old Jack boy or Jackie boy's birthday and find it very offensive that Ashley would even have thought that she would have or did have. Ashley is asking, so what are the plans then? Ashley's just talking too much, y'all. She just getting in for bed and she need a man. I don't want a winter writer's gonna write in a man for her or try to get Dr. Neville to occupy his time with her off clock, you know, if you get what I mean. Ashley is telling Phyllis, why don't she take Jack to the family cabin? Phyllis is looking at Ashley like she crazy. Again, Ashley overstepping her boundaries. We go to commercial, we come back, we have Hillary is asking for Hillary is asking for her cell phone back from Lily. Lily is still tearing into Hillary about Jack. And Hillary is telling Lily she left Devon. So she must have even got that tea yet. So it takes Lily by surprise. And then she goes on saying, you know, Devon is probably heartbroken. And you sitting up here fawning over another man who happens to be married. How dare you? So anyway, we go from that scene, we go back to Jack. Jack is saying goodnight to his nephew, Johnny. Ashley is definitely making them both go up to the cabin, meaning him and Phyllis, to celebrate his birthday. Ashley is telling the cabin news getaway to Billy as she goes upstairs to continue working on some Abbott information. Then we have Summer is questioning Luca. Why did he trash talk her aunt? Luca explaining himself to both women, Victoria and Summer. Luca's not backing down to Victoria or Summer on his stance of what he took to try to find out information that may be useful in this whole sabotaging type stuff. Mariah is talking to Sharon about what she learned from the meeting with the therapist. Nicholas comes in to Victor's office and address Kevin about knowing who the person is that is helping Victor to sabotage the company. Of course, Kevin is still there, and he's like, what? So we go back to Mariah. Mariah goes over the techniques with her mom Sharon that she got from the therapist that visited her, and they had their little small talk at Crimson Lights. She told Mariah that she can try meditation, which is clearing your mind, focusing, and doing the imagery. Sharon said, hell no, nah, we ain't finna do that. Then she said, okay, well, why don't we go to the second technique, which is hypnosis. She said, hell no nah, to that either, because she might end up saying something that might incriminate her and put her ass in jail. Fuck no. Okay. So, you know, Mariah's basically like, well, goddamn, we ain't got to put the last one down. And then she thought, let's do some breathing techniques, like breathe in and out, breathe in and out. Sharon get up like she wanted to slap the shit out of Mariah, but she gets up and say, just leave me the fuck alone. She didn't say fuck y'all, but I just thought I'd throw that in there. But she was just very agitated and anxious, and she just said, leave me alone. You know, I'm tired of you messing with me. I'm tired of you just getting on me. You're getting on my nerve now. And Sharon leaves from around Mariah, because like I said, she want to pop her in the face or something. We go back from there. We go to Lily, kicks Hillary out of the hotel. She needs the room. She said, you gotta get the hell out of here. I didn't know you had messed up on my brother like that. I know you was a foul ass bitch, but guess what? Excuse me for calling the bitch. I retract that statement. She's a garden tool. How about that? Starts with the H, end with the E. Okay, that's how she was getting. Oh, hush. So she was basically getting on her about that. She didn't like it. So she said, I'm the manager. I run stuff around here. I need the room. You out. You out on your ass. So then we go to Nicholas. Nicholas is putting Kevin under the bus when Natalie comes in and defends herself with proof and receipts to get off her ass, because she wasn't the one that did all, but they trying to conspire against her that she did. We go to Billy. Billy asks Phyllis not to go on the cabin birthday getaway with Jack because he's jealous. That's all he needed to tell her. Baby, I'm jealous. I don't want you to go. I know that's your husband. But put him off. Put him off. Now, that's what got me going. How do you folk this in non-related marriage is going to tell married folk what to do? Okay, anyway. We go to commercial. We come back. We have Sharon and Mariah still fussing about helping her and using the technique she got from the therapist. Sharon apologized to Mariah for snapping at her. Mariah asked Sharon, are you taking your medication? And of course, you know, she didn't tell her yes. She just said, I'm doing what I need to do to help myself. Okay. So we have Mariah tell Summer what is she doing with Luca. Yeah, I'm not Mariah. I'm sorry, Natalie. Tell Summer what is she doing hooking back up with Luca. He's such the liar. Then we have Ashley and Lily are making small talk about Hillary's making plans for Jack's birthday party and all the misery she has brought to their family. Okay, then we go into Jack. Jack gets a call from Hillary to meet her at Crimson Lights, and he meets her there, but she goes in to tell him she doesn't have a place to stay. She asked Jack for some recommendations or places to stay. Jack is asking her why she's not staying at the athletic club. Hillary says, I got into another fight with Lily. And Jack is trying to figure out what type of fight did you get in. She said it was about you. We go to commercial. We come back. Jack is asking Hillary to elaborate a little bit more on what he means that they got in a fuss fight, and just because she was saying something about him, Lily threw her out. He found that hard to believe. Then she goes in to say she overheard me trying to do a little special birthday party surprise for you in lieu of maybe Phyllis being too busy and forgot about your birthday party. And she just got upset and snatched the phone from me, and she just wanted to throw me out. And so he was like, oh my goodness. We leave that situation. We go to Victoria, puts Johnny to bed because she's over at the house waiting for him to come home at the Chancellor Old Estate Mansion, which was given to Billy from Jill when Mrs. Chancellor had passed. But anyway, she goes and takes Johnny up to bed and tuck him in all day. She come back downstairs to rip into Billy about possibly working against her and sabotaging the company because, we know back in past episodes that it was some incidents where Natalie had hired Billy had hired Natalie to check up on Victoria's information with her company to see who could be sabotaging her. But he had tore her up so from the head to the toe about that situation. Victoria looked like a stupid fool, and she pretty much was stupid because why would her ex-husband go and do all that? And they still got little kids together. And he said he had bought her company so nobody else could get it. And that was an admirable thing to do, but he should have just gave her the deed back to the company. That would have been more solidified there. But anyway, she apologized to him, and she goes pretty much out the door with her tail tucked between her legs because she's such a fool. She's such a fool in love. Okay, anyway, we go to commercial. We come back. We got Natalie and Kevin are trying to make up with each other. Or at least trying to play. She trying to play a role, or hard to get, because Kevin is eating crow pretty much because she got herself out of the debaclement or the comments and goings of them trying to tag her as being the saboteur. But she got her receipts and her documentation of where she was at all those particular times. Got witnesses and to boot, like they had on her in court, honey. She got them checked out from head to toe. So we go to Luca, comes back and finds Summer working on the computer. Summer looks at Luca with a different set of eyes. She has those investigative eyes going on his ass. But anyway, we have Nicholas is back at Sharon's place, and he's wanting to say goodnight to Faye, his favorite girl. And she's still out with Dylan at the grocery store, and they had saw one of Faye's friends, and so they had a little ice cream thing going on, but he was on his way bringing her back. So he's going over with Mariah about Sharon's concerns, her mental health, and all this, that, and that. And, Mariah still deflecting, saying, pretty much, I got it under control. She's doing okay. Just give her some time. A lot has happened. So he understands, and he sees a light pulling up in the driveway. So he's just going to make busy and be like a bee and get out of there and go say goodnight to his daughter and then go home himself. So we go to Hillary. Hillary's back at the club and telling Lily she's not going anywhere because some law in their state prohibits her to be thrown out of anything because she is pretty much still married to Devon, which is pretty much marital property and assets. And Lily is blindsided with that news, and she goes on to tell her she's going to definitely get the property, the athletic club, when she divorces Devon, and she will be kicking Lily out as manager. So, whatever. So she threw her back on the floor and told Lily to give her shit. And Lily just kicked her bad, like, you get your own shit. So the bag just sitting there on the floor. Okay, I wouldn't pick up that shit if I was Lily either. I'm like, hey, you dropped it, you pick it up. I'm not a boss for it. Okay. But anyway, we go to the last and final scene. We have Billy gets Victoria straight, makes her feel stupid. She finally lets herself out of Billy's house. And that is the end of The Young and the Restless, that aired on June 28th, Tuesday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, my time zone. I look forward to giving y'all more commentary as they develop in future episodes. So good evening. Have a nice and beautiful night with your significant other or your spouse, or hey, just throw deuces up in the air, just celebrating by yourself. Hell. But anyway, good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.